Hello, and welcome to Frostpunk. Frostpunk is a game made by 11-Bit Studios. It is a city simulator, survival, resource management game. It involves the future where climate, unfortunately, does not take a turn for the best, and the world suffers from what's called the glaciation. The glaciation affects everyone to the point where they start to find or send out colonies to gather resources, where these colonies are hubbed around a main central generator that generates heat. This is the premise of Frostpunk. How these people survive, finding people who are lost. Mainly, can you survive with such minute resources? With such harsh conditions, the cold is more than just your enemy. It is their nightmare in this game, for sure. I'm going to go ahead and delete my load. We're going to start brand new. I want you guys to know, I have never once beaten this game yet. I've only played it now for probably less than 7 hours, maybe. And I've learned a lot from the first time I started. There is a government tree branch where you will get to pass laws, how to dictate how the city is run. There's different ways you can research scientific developments to help you or gathering resources or helping the sick. Or what do you do with the sick? What do you do with the dying? How do you take care of each other? Or how do you instill order or discipline? Or do you fall into the category of faith and spirit, trying to push through these terrible ordeals? And where does that lead you? At the same time as, what do you do when you find other people? Do you always welcome everyone?
We roam the still, cold world. No horizon in sight. The rulers of old, stripped of pride and glory. It feels as yesterday we were turning the wheels of progress. Until the frost stopped it all. Suddenly, without a warning. When tides had changed, they changed for all of us, no matter wealth or class. We've lost our world to snow, and with it, our last traces of humanity. We bid farewell to plenty, and for those who remained, came the time to adapt. We decided to leave our homes and head north. We roamed for weeks, maybe months, leaving behind all the things we once believed had made us. It was hope that pushed us forward. Slowly, step by step. We knew the cost of our journey, and we paid the price 100 times. Finally, the time has come to build the last city on Earth.
Like I said, we fled from London, crossed the sea to reach the frozen north. On our way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered. A handful of us managed to reach the site of this generator, only to find it frozen solid and abandoned. Why is no one here? Did any of our people survive the blizzard? Are there any others out there? Whatever we do, we expect the worst now that the world, as we know, it has crumbled. We have to survive. Okay. Because it's a city simulation game, there are 3 tiers of speed. You can pause it, you can play it at regular speed, you could double the speed, and you could triple the speed. First thing it's telling us is we need to stockpile coal. Coal is your lifeblood in this game, right? Even before food. If you're warm, you won't freeze to death. At least if you could starve, you have some time. Not much, but more time than just the cold killing you instantly. So, first things first is we have quite a few people who need to build some stockpiles. One of the things I like to do, first pause the game. I'm going to destroy all these roads in the center here. You'll see why, because that gave me extra wood here to span through those roads. Some people agree or disagree with that. It's fine. All I'm doing is building that resource there. I'm gonna go here. It says build street. You need to connect your buildings to the main generator, or else they won't be able to be usable. Once that's done, I can assign people there to gather resources near it. There is a steel wreckage here. There are some wood crates, so I can get some wood. Wood is important to build housing. Right now I have 80 people who have no homes. Once that's done, I only have 20 wood left. This takes 15 wood and 5 steel. I can only build 1 more, and I need to get coal. I got 2 piles of coal here, 1 there. I've got a pile of steel, wood, and more wood and steel here. This is wood and steel. I need the coal. So I'm probably gonna go that route.
All over.
You can even hear what they're saying. I can zoom in a little bit. You can actually see the people freezing. The generator's not even on because we don't even have any coal yet. Let's go ahead. We can build it here. Oh man, that's not gonna fit everything there. So unfortunately that won't work. 2 piles here. What's piles bigger? 500, 500. 500, 500, they're about the same. Okay, good. Build this here. I want to try to get it closer to the generator as much as I can. I don't have enough. But now I can at least go here and assign people to the wood so I can get that built faster. And I can go here, assign more people to that. So I have a mess load of people. Okay, we got wood now. Okay, now I'm going to take the people off this wood. Come over to here. Then take the other people I have into this. Take the people who are on this wood again. Take them off. Now I'm going to build the next one. Do not go slow. And this one, let's see, cost me 9 to go that way, 15 to go, 13 to go that way. I'd rather go this way. Then next after that, we're going to need to start building houses. The generator is not on yet. If the generator is on, it'll consume 6 coal per turn. Currently, temperatures are actually really low. I mean, not really low, but pretty high. We're only at low. Chilly, which is low risk of falling ill, which is actually not bad at all. In a couple of days, you'll see the temperature is about to drop significantly. 2 levels, it'll drop to very cold. Eventually, to get even worse. We have to be able to survive that. It's telling right now. We are going to be providing some shelter. Hold on. First, the next thing we need to do actually is tech. off. I know. Let's see. Sending more people there in a second. Give me a second. It's giving me advice, telling me that the most immediate response is most likely the best. We're gonna turn the generator on now. It's starting to get darker at night. We do need more coal. We only have about 10 hours, which means to send out more workers there. We send our engineers here. Next thing I'm going to want is probably a steam hub. Coal thumper is good as well. Faster gathering is going to be helpful too. Food is going to be helpful too. For the first one, let's go with the steam hub. I don't have enough steel just to make it even, actually. Then let's go with faster gather. Start still have 5 workers left, and I need to build a hunter's lodge. I have raw food, but I don't have processed food yet. So I don't know what my people are eating. I guess they already ate for the day. How many days do I have to provide shelter? A day and 15 hours. I just said half people. That's 40 people. I'm gonna build it on this side. I was hoping to have that hub a little better. Yeah, is 4 sick already? Resting, rest. Emergency shift already. So like I said, you get to pass laws and different things that affect the basically we're first going to do the fighting arena. You know, it sounds weird, but it'll help me plan out how I lay out my buildings. Change the hours. You guys need to get to work like ASAP. Yeah, because the generator is going to be turned off. Still building houses now. Not even very good, they're just tense. She's saying that some of the people as we were traveling up here to form this colony got separated, and they're wondering about making a beacon so we can try to rescue them. That will be definitely something we do. It takes quite a lot to do. The generator did not make it. Heating is off. I know. We need to try to get more coal. Faster gather speed is done. 42 now. Coal is just so important, and food, both of them. Let's do this one. It'll help us expand out further. rate's depleted. Okay, I can see that coming. I'm gonna set up another resource capital post. This game's available on PC and Mac. It's on a Steam game. Wouldn't be surprised to find out it's available on other things. This studio is also responsible for a wonderful game called Moonlighter, which is an RPG where during the day you're a shop owner, and during the night you go into dungeons and try to get goods to sell, of course. I need to hurry up and build some more houses based off that requirement it wanted me to. Doesn't need to be much, but I need to finish them. This one's a little too far out of the range. I'm gonna build it. You can see this fighting arena provides a bonus to everything within that circle. That's why I wanted to build the fighting arena first. Shelters promised. So the people living here asked me to do something. I fulfilled that request. Therefore, it's increasing the hope and lowering the discontent. Next we gotta do is look into food. We are a little low on wood after having to provide all that housing. This one is a little colder, but thanks to the weather, it's okay. We don't have anything for the sick yet either. Really don't have much to build right now. So I'm gonna build another 10, I suppose. I could. I have one steam core, which is a special unit used to build very high-end materials. Take them off that, put them on this. That's 10 there. Doing that pretty badly. You can see the range of the generator is actually very low to begin with. As you can tell, this immediate circle seems to be the only one that's not affected by snow. Once these tents are outside of that range, you can see they got snow on them. They're not being covered by the generator. Luckily, right now the temperature's still pretty high, so they're in livable range. But you can see these are like comfortable, like people are very happy to be there at that point. If only the weather stayed like this. If only you could say that it stayed this way. We need to build a cookhouse. 100% correct. Where people can actually eat. There, and then we'll build a road. That should work. There you go. Research the steam hub, which is great. Getting actually, we're getting a lot of coal, which is good. What do I want to do next? The coal dumper. You know what? Wait, how much do we have? You use wood a lot for research. For coal is your lifeblood. Next, and then food. So those are the two main things you want to focus on. I'm just gonna go ahead. I have a lot of people who aren't doing much at the moment. Transfer this raw food into edible food. Then I can build a steel hub. My goal is to get it over here. Got two iron supports over there. Maybe actually just right there. That's pretty good. That'll help this out too. I can put a thing there and then start building away that way. Focus my efforts like a spear. Next thing we want, we're gonna need medical tent. I don't want that here. That way it's getting work. we got medicine, we should probably look into what we want. So now I get to choose. The gravely ill will be treated in medical posts. So do we try to keep people alive as much as we possibly can, or we just try to make them happy if they're gravely ill and just let them pass away? Radical treatment means like we're gonna do surgery. We'll even amputate your leg, whatever we have to do to keep you alive, right? But that means eventually that could lead to prosthesis. We could get legs and other things, you know, to help. Where this, they'll just be taking up room. The gravely ill will not be treated and remain a burden. We will take up beds in medical posts. It's pretty much they'll be kept alive, but they'll die, which is kind of sad. I'm gonna do child shelters. This is pretty much like a school, but eventually it gets into medic apprentices or engineer apprentices. Otherwise, it would be child labor. I'm gonna do child shelters instead. Because there are children in the city that just aren't doing anything. Oh, that does fit there. How nice. I can get closer. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, we'll try to teach him some clothes this time of day. Provide them to shelter, 15 people. Okay, so yeah, they're complaining about not having homes still, which I would imagine would be a pretty big complaint to have. Low on. Good, now we have people who are being treated. Hope's gonna rise. We built the shelter for children. Really warm. Surprised how much snow it's got on. Yeah, considering it's super warm. Food has been transferred over. Next thing we need to do is we need to build a hunter's lodge so we can actually start gaining food in now. Shelter has been promised. Everyone feels relieved. Hope rises. Look how high hope is right now. Keep that in mind. I'm gonna hold another day, another shift. So you can tell ice just hit. So this stockpile of coal is what's gonna keep us going right now. Look at the difference. Remember what it was like before? It was chilly, just this nice light blue everywhere. Now it's just within the area of the generators. Yikes, huh? It's getting colder every day. Look at it, even them just working out here, they have a chance of getting really sick. I need to get more wood. To get more hunters' huts. Steel wreckage depleted. Well, I really don't need much steel. Right now I'm actually doing pretty good on steel. Got plenty of enough workers in here. Really don't need them doing any of that right now. I need people to finish this off. There's only 37 left here. Go for it. Let's just polish that off. I'm gonna hold off for just a little bit so I can build this hunter's hut. There we go, I got enough. Okay, let's just back that off for a little bit. I want to keep those people alive. It is really cold out. So now I can place these back here. How far does this reach? Okay, good. So the hunter's hut is a perfect place for this to go. Here we go. Let's do it. I might build another one, to be honest. That what do you got left here? Oh, this is all done. Yeah, so this resource post now, everything that's been here has been gone. So I'm gonna go ahead and empty it out, and then now fill up this hunter's hut. Get rid of this gathering outpost. Go to construction. Go to dismantle building. You're gonna just dismantle that. It'll give you back some of your resources. Boom. We just wanted to thank you. Back in London, it was only the wealthy that didn't have to send their kids to work. In this new world you're creating, we could see things will be differently. It was the right thing to do. Hope will rise slightly. It's time to adopt a new law. And I think I want so now I get to choose for these kids. Teach our kids so they can be apprentices to help with medicine, or help so they can help with crafting things. Both of these are really good, but people get sick so much because of how cold it is. And the worst thing is just having so many people sick. So children from child shelters will help at medical facilities raising their efficiency, or help at workshops speeding up research. You know, let's do the research one. I've did the medical one before.
Hear me.
Let's see how it turns out.
In the city.
Alright. I want to build another. How many? Sweet. What's one of the things I wish this game had? And yeah, they don't have it. Is they don't have. Of course, these are all the tutorials. So there's a wonderful tutorial guide if you have questions on what to do. Here it is. This is what I'm looking for. The people. How many people I've got? I've got five, and I have 15 children. And this place, kids are helping in engineering. Nice. Okay, well then let's give them something to learn. We're gonna learn drawing boards. We need to upgrade. Okay, we got coal still there. We got coal out here. It's not functioning because we're at capacity for coal. We're really low on wood, actually. Well, no, that because it's the research I just did. So we should probably actually abort this. Do research. We're gonna learn the sawmill. Okay. So let's first learn the sawmill. We do have 5 workers who aren't doing much at the moment. We still have few people who still don't have homes. What we can do is we can starting to notice there's the beautiful thing about this game is how things snap together. Someone put a lot of time and effort into making sure things snap. Like, so just something like that. Just building that road there. So we're doing really good on coal, but we're only in the very beginning, right? So it's only gonna get harder. Next thing we're gonna want tech. So that one has one there. So there is a little bit of a. I mean, eventually they'll expand. Let's see, does this look equal? I try to make things symmetrical just because I guess it feels better to my eyes when I can. That looks pretty close. Build one there. Doing a good job of maintaining.
Works out today.
Okay, next thing we want to do, we're gonna want to build tents. That should be the done for them. Let's finish the sawmill. So next law I'm probably gonna pass is gonna be probably maybe emergency work hours or something. Got 5 people in here. They're all children. Man. We have 10 people who aren't doing anything at the moment. Do have a lot of resources over here. And you're getting some wood and stuff over here as well. One of our people died. Stella Thorpe, a worker. Now I gotta figure out what to do with dead bodies. We had our first death already. Oh, that's not cool. Doing a good job of collecting coal, but at the same time, we're burning through quite a lot. Nice. bunch over here. It doesn't seem like a lot. I'm just gonna take this. Doesn't seem like a whole lot, but that'll allow me more access to that. And then once we upgrade these things where the range is a little larger, it'll help cover that. So that's over here in this corner. So I still got some wood there to go through. I am going to be building. We do have the coal thumper. Okay, that here. Pretty much the way the coal thumper works is it presses water down, forcing coal to come up to the surface.
Workday ends. It's time off.
So once these coal deposits are empty, make a difference. Like I said, these, are you guys even doing anything? You have nothing left. Okay, so yeah, go ahead, boom. Put all you in there. Dismantle this. Not the road. My bad. Dismantle that. This still has some coal to pick through. Still got some stuff over here, it looks like. Should probably grab it while we can. It's 50. You know what? Never mind. I read that. Cancel that. We'll build the road though. It's exactly what we needed. Go to drawing boards. Upgrade. Yeah, we're straight out of wood. Put the rest of the workers there. Not too bad. You don't need that many. Over there. So now I gotta. So there's two options for corpse. You can do the cemetery, where they'll have like a funeral and everything that we're used to, or you can just make an ice pit, pretty much a freezer, which will, the bodies will stay there, they won't decay, and you can potentially use them in the future. So like organ transplants and helping people, you know, that way. It's a little not as nice. It also needs to be cold, so it can't be within the city to do that. So no risk of disease from unburied bodies. Hope will rise slightly. New building cemetery. Each burial will keep some people from work for a few hours. We have to establish a cemetery. There can only be one cemetery in the city. I'm gonna go with cemetery. This is something different.
Listen,
I mean, well,
everyone.
last time I did
Law
ice.
is signed.
It was a little depressing, I guess. Generating some food, but we're just not making enough at all. We've already burned through the rations we had saved up. Did I tell them? Oh no, that's not right there. The temperature should be going back up again. Nice, temperature's back up.
Get going. Time to earn your bread.
So now, see how the thumper is building up these deposits in the back? So it's pumping up 33.6 coal per hour. See how it's gaining up? More and more. Once this is done, I'm gonna move all those people onto that pile. We do have a good amount of steel now. Once this research is done, I'll just start looking into the scouts. resource. Maybe let's upgrade the resource. What's the first thing to upgrade? Maybe the generator range. Yeah. Coal mining. Food. Let's do the beacon. It'll be fast. I need to build a cemetery before I forget. Nothing creepy about a windmill right beside a cemetery. Nah, it's not like any horror film ever. Okay, Newport Law. Ceremony on funerals. Loss of hope caused by deaths is halves. That's actually really good. Do that. Each borough will involve a funerals were held at the cemetery after work. Okay. Yeah, lie. They say they should be bringing somebody. So let's see, are they doing a ceremony? You have 13 sick, 1 is gravely sick. We have our shelter for children. Most of our people in there are going to recover. Why are we not generating more? Starting to get a good stockpile up. You see these piles of coal in the back here. We're now generating a mess ton more wood a day. Once this is dismantled, we'll just move it here. Actually, no, we can go ahead and do that now. We need to work fast. Valid placement, not just the street. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the wrong building. I need the gathering outpost. There you go. Anything else is gathered? No, here. Right there, perfect. Build that. What's next? Sawmill gathering outpost. We need another hunter's hut, most likely. Some people are hungry, but they're making food right now. They're almost done with this research. Perfect. We're building that beacon now. Child's plea. Captain, we found a boy frozen to the bone in the cemetery next to a fresh grave. He must have been there for hours. He wants you to call an emergency meeting. He says that if you agree, his mother will wake up to attend it. Fortunately, he must face his loss. Sorry for your mother. That's not fun. Boom. Resource depot upgrade. We should do the store 50% more resources. Yes, please. Now, next up, we need to build the beacon. We need 35 steel. I need more people here. We got manned. 10. 15 at the hunters. 10 at there. 10 here. Wait, aren't you guys done? There's nothing for you to do here. Okay, none here. All here. There you go. Then we'll get enough. Build it. Doing pretty good, other than maybe food. But I need more people, to be honest. I am gonna build the other hunter's hut though, right there. Closed at this time.
Gather your
They've already
tools.
been gathering
The
up.
shift is ending.
There's only 40. Is that 5 remaining? Is that gonna gather? Is that gathering from this too? It must be, because this is only 42. And that's. Yes! So this gathering outpost works with the coal pile. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. Did not know that. Which will mean that the workers will be warmer. We need more sick beds. I'll build a new for you guys. I'll do it right now. That's why I left that spot right there, actually. There you go. Done. This won't be as efficient, but this one, at least you'll have more patience to go in. Close at the time. That's great news. That means these guys will be here forever. A gathering outpost. This covers them. I'm gonna build another thumper. That should be enough. We're definitely doing really good on coal. But I know how badly you'll need it later down the road. The sawmill is, is pretty chilly. Still, there's also the steel mill. One of our people died. On day 8, one of our people died of lack of treatment. Worker, lack of treatment? I even opened a whole nother place. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and when this comes down, we'll adopt overcrowded medical facilities. It increases discontent when they're overcrowded, but at least that way everyone gets treated. It's like, I can't keep losing people. Not right now, for sure. I just built this other worker's hut. Let's steal from your board or anything. There should be other people around. Doing pretty good on wood. Too good there. There you go. Alright, cool. So I'm trying to keep the pace going, but you can see it's coming up. There's going to be another freeze
Get back to work.
in a couple days, and I'm still need to generate more food. Alright, so next thing we're going to do is, what was it? It was treatment. Wasn't it overcrowding? Dueling law, public house, soup, additive foods. We have funeral cemetery. I can't continue. Just let them pass. I've never done this. I always see like one risk dangerous amputation with radical treatment. Huh. I've never done it before. Sure. It just seems so bonkers to me.
Hear me. New law in the city.
They'll be kept alive. Might take up all the beds with these goners. I suppose that's better than letting them die. I guess. I agree. I normally would never do that. That seems so bonkers to me. Need more food. How much is it for the next one? Okay, that's good. We can do that. Would like to do the beacon first. I want to do the beacon first. get some more food out the hunters.
Workday ends. It's time off.
The day already went by? Not doing very good with food. Oh, how cool. So it just created the beacon where other places could see us. And also we can send scouts and they'll know where to return. They can find it. It's pretty cool. Giant hot air balloon on a cable with a large glowing light like a lighthouse. Pretty rad. Now we can see. Okay, well now I need to form a scout party. I need 5 workers to do so. As you can see, I really can't give up a whole lot of workers at the moment. Oh, a lot of people here. Well, take 2 of those. I bet they can do plenty good on wood. So a couple of them. Needed to win. And we will go ahead. And go here to the Lost Expedition to see if we can find any of the people who lost on our way here. Seems good to me. Just checking everything out. Watching the temperature. It did get colder, but everything looks okay more or less. See that they're moving out there. It says it'll take them 7 hours to get to that spot. Really isn't too bad. We are pretty bad on food. Oh Lord, actually I want that max. Pretty good on food. Pretty good on wood. Food is the opposite. Not doing too good on food. Then again, I'm just doing the research now to increase the amount of food they get. Sustain for like extra overcrowding is what I was talking about. Or care house. The regular kept alive in care house is no longer burdened. Let's do that.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
I can't fit that there. Where can I fit this? Oh, I guess here. Alright, hope is on the rise. Only a little bit
Get to
left.
work. Move, people. There's plenty to do.
A little bit left here. Let's see. Second. Very funny. Alright, let's see here. Oh, so the thumper just thumped. These guys are hard at work. Alright, scouts have arrived. So this is probably one of the coolest parts of this game is you send out these expeditions to check out the area. You can see the world we're in is pretty different than what we expected. Let's explore, see, find some survivors. We have found some. So we can either walk them back ourselves, or we can just tell them and some of them can make it, some of them could not. There's quite a few of them. Let's escort them. We've also discovered other places around the area. It wasn't that far, so escorting them isn't that big of a deal. They'll be here pretty soon, though. The hardest part is, good part is that we'll have more people who I can fill up cooking or getting more food with. Right now, that's pretty much our concern. Coal is burning pretty high now. Nice. So yeah, coal's been running pretty hot. Still probably need to do this, unfortunately. Make it at 30. Efficiency upgrade. Our companies. Spread us by 10% faster. It is helpful. We give up a little farm. Get here though, we get the hunting tactics, which is really good. I'm gonna go ahead. Boom. Let's go for it. Do not have a steel mill. We do have this batch of steel out here, which isn't a whole lot, I guess. Let me check that research again. How much does it get to get steel mill? It's just 10 wood, right? Yeah, 10 wood. Okay, that's not that big a deal. Steel is just one of those harder things you needed to use to build certain areas. Alright, we recovered some of the lost colony. Pretty rad, huh? So these are some of the people that traveled with us originally, and they got separated. So we found them. It's heartwarming to see families reunited after so many hardships, but shouldn't there be other settlements nearby? The first expeditions left London ago. They ought to be well established by now. They'll surely help us find our footing. We will look for the other colonies. But welcome to all these other people joining the colony. Let's put them to work. Welcome, now get to work. Let's go ahead. We're gonna do this one maxed out. So now we can generate some more of that steel there. We'll finish this one as well. 3 sick absences there. That's a lot more than needed. We're also gonna build. Search for others. Are people found a trail leading into the wilderness? We should follow it. We must find other people and ask them for help to secure survival. You ain't wrong. Okay, so the scouts are waiting for me to tell them what to do. I'm just gonna go ahead and head to the sturdy shelter. The map also looks different, actually. Okay, so now I can go down here. I can see I have 10 engineers not doing anything and 9 idle workers. Let's put all these engineers into the med bay as much as possible. I do have some workers that aren't doing as much. And we can definitely use some more workers over here. But really, I'm starting to fall a little stagnant and it's starting to worry me. We'll put the rest of the engineers on that. So we're doing pretty good. 20 an hour. So the thumper should definitely be enough to do something. I'm gonna leave the rest idle so they can help build this.
Work day ends. It's off time.
I'm surprised how many. I haven't been pushing it as much, but there's also the one where you can overwork people, like make them to work more. I have enough to build one more house. So we'll throw that down. To keep it a little closer to the fighting arena. You know what I could do? First, it looks like 12 moments. If I put that there, I don't think that'll be enough to cover it for. That's not adjacent to a street. If that's within the flame, sure. The circles are overlapping so much it's hard to tell which is which. No, that one's good. I need a road to it. I don't have enough. They can build it, figure it out. That's one of the things that is weird to me. That buildings won't operate unless they have a road to it. That is one of the things in this game that's kind of like, why? Like, I mean, people clearly walked over here and built it. Why do they need a road to get to a tent? You know, if it was like something crazy, okay, I could see that. Like here, like the coal thumper. You know, I can tell because it's got like cabling connected from the generator, right? You can see if you look down here, there's like a pipe or something. It's connecting that. I have no idea. Not that. That is not my idea. My idea is this dismantle road. There we go. I just got myself a couple more pieces of wood. Then I can come here. There you go. Now they can build a road. You can actually watch it build it. The temperature's starting to make life real difficult. Yikes! It dropped again. Oh, watch that. It went to -40. It will get colder.
Get going. Time to earn your bread.
A couple more hours. The scouts will arrive at that location. What's it saying? Not functioning. Storage limit reached. Okay. Well, that means I need to probably half the amount of people. If this is collecting 23, this is generating 28. That means 5 is all I need. 5 people there. So that means I can put the rest of the people somewhere else. Put them there for now. We still have 2 people who do not have. Man, we need to get better on the food though, like ASAP. So this research needs to finish. Okay, good. Next thing we need is gonna be food and shelter. We're just gonna go straight to hunting tactics. No, flying hunters. Then I have to upgrade it. Could do this. No, hunting tactics will make it so it employs less people, but it will generate more food. If I do that, then I can build a whole nother hunting cabin. I do need 2 more trees though. We're almost there. But yeah, it's one of my favorite upgrades, just because it frees up some of your workforce. Okay, now just got enough. All right, here we go. We're gonna do hunting tactics. Boom. You can see though the temperature difference, how it's affecting everything now. I mean, look at this place is very cold. Kind of feel bad for people having to work out there. Scouts have reached a sturdy shelter. The shelter was well supplied and built to withstand even the worst weather. An advanced steam heating system protects it from the cold. Explore, explore. The shelter is comfortable and well equipped with emergency supplies. There's a notice posted by the heavy round door. To all scientists, if you use any supplies, remember to notify the quartermaster upon your return to the city. This means there's another city out there. A signpost by the trail points in 2 directions. London, 1,934 miles. Home, 27. Sites discovered, the steel bridge. We're going to take the resources. We're going to go to the steel bridge. You notice though I didn't tell them to come back? The only time I really tell them to come back is when they find people. Helping them come back with the people, make sure more people survive. But you can tell I am struggling right now with the amount of people to feed. Feed more with less. Yeah, you're not wrong. I do need to work on that. Soup is probably what we'll be doing. I know people aren't going to be happy about it. But I personally like soup. So I don't know why they're so against it. Why are they so against soup? Just no cookhouse, and now we're going to be making soup. So then it turns every 2 things of raw food into 5 instead of 4. Anything to calm the growling stomach, just like in London. Hey man, you guys want to go back, you know, or think about London so much, so let's bring it here if we got to. We're doing pretty good on our generation. It tells me what time scouts have arrived at Winterbridge. A brass plaque on the bridge tower reads, "Built by the people of Winterholm in AD 1887. The bridge is kept completely snow-free by a working automaton." Whoa, the search might provide an automaton. Search the area. A functional automaton. If I dismantle it, I'll get 86 steel and 2 steam cores. But I could send it to the city, where eventually I'll get an automaton that it does work. Pretty much does as much work as a full group of people in one specific spot, and it recharges to the generator. We're gonna get the automaton. That sounds rad. But that's not where we want to go. Weather station or large convoy? Several vehicles and tents. We can see people moving between them and smoke rising. Oh. A tall building with some peculiar devices on the roof. It's most likely a weather station set up by scientists from Winterhome. Weather station? I'm kind of curious about that, considering how important weather is in this game. Another one's like, people, but I'm almost worried about running into them that might take your stuff. The search for other cities. Finding the Winterhome proved that we're on the right track, but raised question, why was the bridge deserted? Why wasn't the automaton under the care of an engineer? There are logical explanations to it all, but people are growing anxious. True. I would be anxious too. So when this weather goes up, I might actually, it's a perfect time to try to find a way to generate more coal. Coal and food right now have been the biggest pains. I think we've been pushing research a lot, and I think the main reason is just because of food. God bless our captain. Let's thank the Lord for all his blessings. I guess they're religious now that we have a cemetery.
Time to get to work.
So yeah, I'm watching the coal. So during the day, we're definitely generating enough, and we have enough of stockpile that's making us through the night. But we've been floating around the same number, which means if we get pushed too hard in any other direction, we might be not doing too hot. We might want to build another thumper. Now we could just do it for us for coal. You know, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. These guys need more to build. We're gonna do the flying hunters eventually, is my goal. Outpost depot. More steel. I think we're gonna need this, which is gonna, but that's gonna increase our gonna increase our generation, our coal consumption. So we're gonna make more coal. Good part is we know this.
End of shift.
We need
Go
5
rest
people.
all who can.
Now I wonder how that's gonna work out with this resource place here. So the temperature's both the same. Okay, good. Glad to hear that. You're waiting on me? Coal steamers. We found scientists' notes. They predict that the Great Cold is going to get much worse. What's more troubling is that the observations ended abruptly months ago. There's also not a can of Spam, not even a crumb of bread left in the pantry. It's obvious that they moved out for good. We can see the city of Winterhome from the roof of the weather station. Oh, we found the city. Let's take the resources. Let's head to the city of Winterhome. Abandoned station. The recent report from the weather station has got people talking. They're frightened that such an important facility was apparently abandoned. Some are starting to wonder whether the evacuation from London was a good idea. A few are lamenting openly. I knew we shouldn't have come. At least London had real houses, not tents and wooden shacks. Oh, thanks. You know, just trying my best. Let's do overcrowding. Prosthetics are here. Well, that's amputees, but we're not gonna do amputees. We did sustain life. But now we have the care house where the gravely ill will be put there. They'll die there. This will allow for us to take care of
Hear me.
those who are sick.
New law in the city.
We have 2 that are homeless. I guess if people didn't like the— oh no, because it's overcrowded, it increased discontent. But that at least ensures people are getting taken care of. Yeah. Which means, I mean, probably because there was a influx of people, I could see that. So this will probably drop after all these people are being treated. But then again, I have 10 engineers right now. I have 8 people who aren't working. 7 are workers. 1 idle engineer and 7 workers here. It's crazy how much the sawmills and stuff are worth. Nothing left here, huh? Cool. Let's go ahead, dismantle that. There's a nice little gap there. Can I fit anything there? This thing apparently takes up so much space. Build a fighting arena around here. In case we can. Does this count? It does help keep it a little happier, I suppose. Oh, I didn't do that. It says 14 hours till the automaton gets here. Ooh, the ice is gotten warmer. Alright, cool. Alright, so it's negative 22. Still pretty cold. It's chilly? No, that's chilly. That's cold. Moderate risk of falling.
Work time. Get back to work.
If I turn it off, it won't have much. We are starting to generate more coal as I'm speaking. Any way for me to build a resource gathering outpost? There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Can I build one more? Not adjacent to a street. I can build a street. I can do that. Pretty rad, huh? Did I do it? I don't think this street did anything. Where's the street? Oh no, it's showing street there. Go. Boom. What? You're connected to street. No? Did I miss something? I'm looking at street right now. Am I not? Yeah, why is the street
Night is coming.
not building?
Put down your tools.
Street is not connected. How is street not connected? I am confused there. There we go. Try that now. Got plenty of wood. What is going on? The automaton showed up. Look at it. It's got like a little tiny train for its face. Pretty crazy, huh? It's kind of adorable. So the automaton needs to go back and forth to the generator to refuel itself. Would you call that thing an automaton? Automaton's mankind's greatest creations. Yeah, I guess so. Using automatons as operation, this will help our economy greatly. Automatons can replace entire manual labor crews. They work around the clock with short breaks to refuel at the generator. We can research upgrades to raise their efficiency. That'll be the dream, right? That will be the dream. You want to increase efficiency. I think we're gonna need that steelworks now. How is this road not working? What did I do wrong? Yeah, what's going on with this road? It's not done yet. I just set everyone on it. Ooh, you have found Winterhome. We climbed to the edge of the city. We stood there speechless, staring at the scene of devastation. It's a city of the dead. Most of the buildings are destroyed and the generator has exploded. Explore. Winterhome. The fall of Winterhome. The streets of the ruined city are littered with scores of dead bodies. The city chronicle describes the shortage of food and citizens increasing despair. Following squabbles, riots, and descent into anarchy, fights for dwindling resources, and the eventual starvation. The last entry, God forgive us. We're eating our dead. There's no hope. Sites discovered Snowcliff and the American camp. Let's go back to them. Sky, tall snow, there's a hole in it and it's inhabited. You can see a lone figure bustling about. Coal mine. Go to the coal mine. Here alone, hope is going to fall. Yeah, people are upset because Winterhome is done. This place is a death trap. We need to get out of here. We should never have left Britain. Mike Scones, they're all dead. No, my tea. How are we supposed to survive if they didn't? Holy smokes, look how far the hope dropped. Whoa. Whoa. Winterhome has fallen. They're all dead. How will we survive here without any help? We have to go back to London. There's no hope for us here in this frozen desert. People start to gather as the news of the fate of Winterhome spreads through the city. Some of them want to drop everything and flee to London. Panic is setting in. Yikes! I must give them purpose. So, should I choose your path? People are shaken, racked by fear and doubt. They've lost hope in our chances of survival. Desperation could quickly punish them to commit reckless acts. You have to unite them behind a vision of the future. Decide now what will give them purpose and restore hope, or else our city will descend into the chaos that consumed Winterhome. A new set of laws will become available. Faith. A new set of laws will become available. Order. Oh, man. Faith or order and discipline? Faith. You know, we're going to go with faith and spiritual strength. Because I feel like most people are probably going to go order and discipline. I don't know. This is the gut feeling. Let's do faith. House of prayer. We need a place to practice our faith and peace. Dunzos.
Listen, everyone.
If you could help build that road there, I'll gain some faith too, because I don't know what's going on with that road. I need some steel. Seems like we're gonna need that steel mill up and going soon. We're gonna build that steel mill, by the way. I don't even have a sawmill. What's going on with the sawmill? Oh no, there's nothing around it anymore for it to have. So we're gonna need to dismantle that sawmill. Man, we get anything from that. Get some steel, like ASAP. Isn't that what my place is researching right now? The Londoners. People are divided. Some of them are so scared they plan to leave the city for London in 15 days. They try to convince others to join them, preying on their discontent. Fear may lead people to desperate acts. Maintain peace, give people hope, and manage their discontent to guide the city safely through the looming crisis. Oh my. Wow. Look, there's our automaton. Alright, automaton, we gotta put you to work, dude. We need your help. We definitely need your help. Once they're done building the steel mill, it shouldn't take too long.
Work time. Get back to work.
4 hours. Automaton's chilling. Okay. Is this working now? Yes. Okay. What works on there? Actually, no. Let's just put the automaton on the. Only makes 4.8. Huh. but it's out in the cold. So I'm okay with that. That's the nice part about the automaton. It doesn't have to worry about being hot or cold. Right? Going to work. The Red Bostoner. I'm gonna call it the Blackbeard's Revenge. Beard's Revenge. It'll probably live past all of us. Alright, cool. Steelworks. Nice, we need that. Now. Steelworks. Oh, I have to go all the way over here next to this thing. Okay, but now we know where we're going to be going in the future. Alright, wait, let's watch this. Whoa, what? It just sits on top and just goes to town? That way? It's just chewing the trees up? Look at it go! Go automaton! Go automaton! Build those roads. Look at it, he just sits on it and it just goes. Okay, so here's the next thing. We're gonna take you off this automaton. We're gonna have the people do that one, don't worry. We're gonna put you on steel. Yep, go charge up. I know you're gonna go charge. So yeah, look at he plugs into the generator and charges up. What? Scouts have reached the coal mine. Alright, cool. The coal mine is automated. Its engines is pressurized, but the mining has stopped. The snow around it is untrodden, and an eerie silence hangs in the air. Explore. This coal mine was in operation until very recently. The machinery isn't running now, but there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. Perhaps the mine simply extracted its quota or filled the loading bay. We could retrieve plenty of raw materials if we took the machinery apart. There's a lot of raw materials if we took machinery apart. But only resources found on the site will be taken. We'll be able to restart the mine later. That's what I'm gonna hope for. I'm gonna take that. And then I want them to come back home, actually. So, actually, can you go to this gloomy cave? It's on your way. Go to the gloomy cave. It's on your way. Okay. I do need to build a church, and my food is getting more and more dangerously low. So, I need to build another one of these hunting lodges, it looks like. Gain more followers, people join the Lunders. Every day it seems like more and more people. I've got one engineer, I've got 70 people. I don't need all the people. Oh wow, they're all engineers. Okay. Got a lot of engineers in there just doing their thing. Take a couple people out of there. Alright, that gives me extra 6. We got our hunters. Blows my mind. You know, just like, yeah, just take all of them out and put all that there. Food is just becoming more and more of a harder time, even with the soup. Our coal consumption, we're actually, yeah, we're consuming quite a lot of coal as well. We got 10 people here gathering. We got 10 people here. We got just pumping out. Reading right there. But where did all these workers come from? There you go. We are generating food now. He's coming for his recharge. Blackbeard's Revenge coming back to town. Look at it, it just keeps going. Definitely generating. Okay, the automaton, I think the automaton, the only thing you can't do is the hunter stuff. I would like. Oh. Not yet. There's nothing else other than that. Okay, go back. Go back. Go to law. House of Healing. That looks interesting. Shrines raise the hope of people working nearby. Shrine increases efficiency in nearby homes. You have to build 3 shrines. Okay, so first off, we need to build our first faith.
A new law has passed. Night is coming. Put down your tools.
And then, oh, it goes on the road. That's pretty rad. Oh, I really dig that. It goes right on the street. That's pretty cool. Alright, so this thing's probably kind of cool. It's warmer than I thought. Shrines have been erected. People feel hope. Hold a sermon. Short sermon will be delivered and hope will rise. So now you're starting to see where this game gets more and more complicated, right? I mean, I'm still going through quite a lot of coal. Even with all these coal being pumped and all these workers, I have 20 people just collecting coal. You know, 20 people just to collect it. Londoners gain more followers. Now I have people who I have to worry about being turned against me. You know what I mean? Like, how intriguing though this how that works. Can't put that there. Put there, I guess. Who have researching? This one. You know what, we're gonna go ahead and tell this one to stop actually. That. So get the research going. Need more food. There's just no ifs, ands, or bad. We've been making. I know some people are probably going hungry. There's still one person who's
Frost
hungry.
is here.
Ah, it's cold. It's so cold. Do not go outside without a good reason. We're doing pretty warm actually, even with this cold. But I only imagine it's gonna get colder. Oh, build 2 houses of prayer. Oh, I was just about to build the second one. It's okay. Probably a good thing I did it. You guys are
Get
out.
going. Time to earn your bread.
If I can upgrade those hunters, that'd be really nice. Okay, we're gonna switch to. Wow, that's a huge difference. No. It's about 5 more. Got an arena here, got an arena here. You can see though, I'm running out of coal. Slowly but surely losing coal. I know this guy probably charges up, but doing alright there. Scouts have reached the gloomy cave. Alright. The cave is or was inhabited. There are a number of footprints leading to its entrance. We should check if there's still someone alive. Smart. We can hear terrified shrieks coming from a cave uphill. When we come closer, several polar bears turn towards us, blocking the entrance. There are people trapped inside, and those beasts are picking them off one by one and feasting on them. Risk attacking the bears. Let's go! When our scouts attacked the bears, the people in the cave joined them, and together they drove the beast away. Then they all set out towards the town. We have 4 children, 18 engineers, and 11 workers. So now they're heading back. Cool. Okay, good. Like how he just climbs on top. Look at him go. And then it melts. It melts all the places on it. Flying hunters. Yes, we did it. Doing better and better. Alright. Field kitchens. Huh. Field kitchens to provide people working nearby with hot meals to keep them warm. You have to build 2. Raises the temperature nearby workplaces by 1. House of Healing. House of Healing doesn't require engineers, treats the gravely ill, and gives all patients a small hope bonus. You have to build... Huh. That's interesting. Does that consume more food? Or evening prayers? Faith Keepers looks like what I'm going to need. New ability, evening prayers. Each use raises hope and has a small chance of convincing Londoners to stay. Yes, please. We need to convince those Londoners to stay. Please don't leave. Please. That other one there. The next what we really need to do is food. And of course. Of course. How much time do I have this one day? 12 hours. I don't have enough for that anyway, so I guess I should finish that one quest. Ugh, come on. It's really hard to see the temperature. There we go. Okay.
Finish your labors, people. The workday is done.
So the scouts have returned back. They brought 4 children, 11 workers, 18 engineers, 459 coal, 190 wood, 99 food rations, and 4 steam cores. Steam cores are really important to building some of those high-end buildings. But that was pretty rad, right? So now they're waiting. And what? It's them there from the observatory. But I think that's where we're going to end it today. We've gone ahead, established ourselves, found a good lot of resources, been stockpiling coal. You guys know it's coal. And managing to get food, but as soon as we get it, we're not able to really stockpile enough. People just eat a lot. Probably going to be switching back to soup soon. We've gone to the research bracket here, gone to tier 2, so we get hunting mechanics and then the flying hunters, which increases our eating raw amount of food to 30 from 20. So if we do that, that'll increase our total by another 30 food gathered per day if we get every single one upgraded, as well as this makes it so it's less people that need it. After that, we're probably going to need to start looking at getting more coal again, and then also increasing insulation, preparing for the cold that's coming. I would like to get the outpost to see about setting up like that coal mine that's out there that the scouts do. So what I'll do right now is I'll go ahead, I'm going to click this. so we can get ready for the next thing we'll do when we come back is we'll look about setting up an outpost at that coal mine, on that coal mine place. See if we can start getting more coal influx. You see, you already got a pretty good stockpile of it right now, but you've also noticed how fast that goes. And I have 2 coal thumpers going. I've got over 20 people dedicated. I mean, think of it. I mean, I just got a whole bunch of people that just came in. But majority of my workforce is dedicated just to coal. The other half is dedicated to food. I have the automaton on steel. That's it for steel. For wood, I have 10 people on wood. That's it. So in total, if the automaton wasn't there, it'd be 20 people on steel and wood. And then I have everybody else on food and coal. That's it. I do have the rest of my engineers who are in the medical tents. I have one in the research, and also I'm generating the food, turning the raw food into food, to eat edible food. But you can see more or less where I'm putting my resources and how it's working out so far. Right now it's only negative 40 degrees. I will tell you that in my other save files, it gets colder. It gets up to like negative 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And of course, if you're playing where you're used to playing in Celsius or in the different temperature scale, you can change that. It's changeable in the main menu in the settings. But with that, I hope you guys take care. And what's a good sign off with? Stay frosty. All right, see you later. Bye-bye.